Okay, so talking about spoilers. Man, I'm glad that Bullseye killed Daredevil. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so Karen's storyline. She really has that one episode, Karen. That's great. It's you see her backstory, and it's gritty. And outside of that, her story is I want to say it's the weakest out of all of them, probably. And
I think I'd say Foggy's is the weakest.
It's
for
close.
Me. It's close.
Yeah.
They both are.
She does have more badass moments.
She does.
She calls out Fisk, and
Yeah.
she straight up tells him, "Fucking, I shot Wesley."
She's like, I shot him. And she's like, I shot him, and she's like, I shot him 7 times. She's like, the only reason I stopped is because it ran out of bullets.
Yeah, because I ran out of bullets. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, and then she's like, so instead of worrying about Matt Murdock, she's like, you should be worried about me. And he stands up and just, and then Foggy slips in like the
Foggy Nelson
Foggy
he is.
And he's like, Karen's gonna kill him. He's like, I had to tell him something. You fucked it up. Now she's gonna die for no reason, Foggy. Great, thanks. That whole thing, like, when I was watching that, I'm like, yeah, Karen, you're an idiot for like trying that.
Yeah.
But you already did it. And so Foggy, you dumbass. Now she did it for nothing.
Now she did it just so Wilson Fisk can want her dead.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. Just put her on his radar.
Yeah.
And
which creates horrible problems later. I think the Karen episode was really emotional, and I think it almost makes me less sympathetic for the character, sadly. I mean, I'm not like completely unsympathetic to her now, but she kills her brother. I mean, she straight up kills him. Not like with a gun or anything, but it's her fault that he dies. You could see why she can't go back home and why the conversation earlier is so heavy when she calls her dad and she's like, oh, I'm gonna come home. And he's like, He's like, yeah, maybe not. And I was like, well, that's rude.
Yeah.
Why would he say that?
But you get her backstory and you get where she's coming from. And for me, I felt like we get to know her more as a character, and so it brings you kind of closer, like this is a realer person because you know more about them. But then if you add that with the like, I totally forgot she shot the fuck out of Wesley.
Yeah.
And then remembering that, and it's like, oh yeah, she did a lot of shit. And I was wondering, like, does that mean, is this a setup for them killing her later in the series?
That's what I thought. Is she unredeemable now?
Yeah,
like,
did she kill their brother? Even though, I mean, it was a car accident. It wasn't totally her fault. It was like, it was an accident.
But she was, on drugs and not paying attention or whatever.
But Wesley, she shot, she killed him, but he was trying to kill her. So, that's fair.
He threatens everybody. He was like, oh, I'm going to kill all your friends and everything. And she's like, no.
But no, she did, and she survived.
Ben, you're killed. Oh, no. Rest in peace, Ben.
Woo!
Phew!
Thank God they didn't have any more of that. When she got fired from the newspaper, I was so happy. I was like, yes, no more news.
Yeah,
like,
woo!
Maybe we could have other story arcs like where she does things.
I thought that was kind of dumb, too. When he's like, who is Daredevil or whatever. But he doesn't even say, like, who is Daredevil at first. But he was like, do you know, like, who did this? And she's like, I can't say anything at all. You could have just said, no. Daredevil's not the one who killed him. Daredevil's still out there. The guy in the suit's not him. And he'll be like, I just can't tell you because then, everything's ruined.
Like, I think even if she would have said that, he still would have been like, no, you need to tell me. Or else your job.
But then fogging around, he is running for DA. That's Foggy.
That's his whole arc.
Yeah, he's got Nelson's Meats. It's his family business.
I feel like he brings a lot of like wholesome fun to it. It's like you go Foggy. Yeah. You do your thing. You bang your wife on your couch.
No, not his wife. She's like, calm down.
Oh yeah.
Let's not.
Oh yeah, he tries. He gets all worked up and
he's like, let's get married.
I'll marry you right now.
And she goes, no. Yeah. She's like, oh Foggy, no. No, I want you to not be hella intense like you are right now. And
I don't want to marry excited Foggy. I want to marry boring, calm Foggy.
And he says this because of something that happens at the Bulletin, which sucks. It's the first time we see other Daredevil, Bullseye, who, instead of having a Bullseye costume, which I really liked, he doesn't have a Bullseye costume. He has a Daredevil costume. His Daredevil costume.
Yeah.
Like he has the guy from Melvin, I think his name is, from the first season. Yeah. They have him make a replica of his suit, and it's perfect. And he goes there to kill a witness. I mean, you know, you've seen it, and he comes there and he kills the witness, and I thought that was
and then
such
he kills all the reporters.
yeah, all the
too.
reporters. Daredevil doesn't stop any of it.
Nope.
From happening. He fights him and gets his ass kicked.
Yeah.
But he doesn't
And
stop.
I like that,
any
how
of it.
like after Daredevil was kind of spooked.
Yeah.
He wasn't like, oh yeah, I need to go find him and get him. He was like, he's
do I
better
do?
than me.
Yeah.
Like,
And he got back and
Shit.
he was like stressing out, and he goes, I don't know if I can beat this guy.
yeah.
Like, he's just so much better than me.
Mhm.
He wears my suit,
Yeah.
and he can kick ass like I do.
And he has range.
Yeah.
And he just.
And Daredevil's like, how do I fight this guy? I can't see.
And then his answer was Muay Thai, which is like kickboxing, but
Be
with
close, right?
elbows
Yeah.
and knees to be close and shit. And I was just, I don't know, how does that help you with the fact that he can throw things from far away? Like,
Yeah. But he still doesn't really beat him, ever. Karen beats him.
Wilson Fisk beats the shit out of both
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
But
I thought the scene right after the bulletin scene with the cell phones, I thought was really powerful.
yeah.
They have a bag, or a whole bunch of bags of
Mm-hmm.
people's cell phones, the ones who have passed, that got killed by Bullseye. And on the phones, you see people's family members texting them
Mm-hmm.
and calling, you know, asking where they are, hope they're okay. And we know they're not, and I thought that was,
That was a great use of technology.
yeah.
You know, you don't see it used that way. Normally,
Yeah.
cell phone's like just some stupid ringtone in
Yeah,
the
you're like,
background or
whatever.
something. It's like, I don't give a shit.
But this was like,
But yeah, having a
Story
stack of
mode,
them,
yeah.
you know, was really powerful. It almost reminds you of like when you see old pictures of like the Holocaust and the stacks of shoes and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like something to where you can just realize how many people died.
yeah.
And so that was great imagery by the director. So Agent Poindexter, man, this guy, he was really, really going through it. You know, you could tell
Yeah.
he's just a violent man trying to figure out where he fits in.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminded me of like American Sniper, when the dad tells him, you know, son, you were blessed with violence,
Mhm.
and you know, just basically telling him to use it for good. And Poindexter kind of had the same idea. Like he knows he likes to hurt people and things like that.
Yeah.
And he finds a way by joining the FBI. He could still do that, and have society accept him.
Yeah.
You know, even though he was still stalking Julie. Was it?
Julie, yeah.
And,
Don't say her name.
Don't say her name.
Don't say that name again. You know, he is a villain, but I was like, is he completely unredeemable?
Mhm.
And can he live in society at all? Like, watching this, you know, he's struggling with that. Like, the
Yeah.
whole season, he's struggling with, like, where does he fit in society? And can he? Because of his issues that he struggles with. You know, he had a therapist when he was a child that he loved and loved going to, and she helped him a lot.
Yeah.
He keeps these tapes that he listens to. But she dies, and he's like, you know, I'm insane. Like, I mean, but he doesn't like.
She
think-
died. I'm insane, guys.
I'm insane, guys. I'm
That's it,
gonna
you know.
kill a lot of people.
Mhm.
And it's you're watching this, and you're like, the only thing that keeps him from, you know, stepping over that line is listening to those tapes.
Yeah.
And once he burns the tapes, you know, Daredevil steals the recorder,
Mhm.
but he burns the rest of the tapes, and he's staring at that, and you're like,
That
I
was
mean,
it. That was
you're-
the last little
yeah.
shred of his humanity. Just,
yeah. And so then you watch it, and you feel like bad for him because at this point, like, you can't live in society, dude. Like
Yeah.
you're done.
It's too far gone.
You're too far gone. You've already crossed the line. You either need to be incarcerated or just like Fisk needs to just take you out somehow, or Daredevil needs to kill you. Like,
Well, it was nice for him to feel like he had a home with Fisk,
Mhm.
even though Fisk was totally using him.
yeah.
You know?
And Fisk is like, oh, here's Julie, and now you'll think that I gave her to you,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which is nice. Then he's like, by the way, I'll kill Julie now because she wants you to not kill people, and now I can be your Julie. And he hugs him.
I'm
He's like,
your Northern
yeah,
Star."
yeah, let out your
Yeah.
scream,
Mhm.
your primal. So he does Fisk's dirty work for him the whole season.
Yeah.
Pretty
Until
much.
at the end when he realizes that, oh shit, Fisk killed Julie.
Yeah.
And
Was that Melvin at the end, by the way, in the freezer also?
yeah, Melvin died.
Was it?
Yeah, I didn't really think about that too
Yeah.
much. But
I
yeah,
saw
it
that and I was like,
Melvin.
is that him? And I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah,
Who else is gonna make another Daredevil suit?
I know, right?
I mean, I guess there's still two.
Mhm.
So
You can find that.
he's gotta find those two.
Yeah. Daredevil sets him on a path to kill Fisk, which, you know, he probably could have done if Daredevil didn't block all of his shots. And
Daredevil's like, go,
Yeah.
kill him. Then he gets there and he's like, no, no.
no, wait. I just wanted you to kill the security guards.
Yeah.
But and then let's see, Agent Nadim, who, you know, came out of nowhere, had one of the most interesting story arcs of
Yeah.
the whole. I mean, that was like the heart in the story.
He's doing everything for his family.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any money now. He's like going bankrupt
Mm-hmm.
because he's in a bad spot. I guess some stuff doesn't really work out in the FBI for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then they put him on shitty Fisk detail.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever gotten information from Fisk before because, you know, mouth shut.
Yeah.
But Nadim goes in there and he's like, all right, go ahead, tell me to fuck off. I know I'm not getting information from you. And Fisk is like, let's make a deal. And you find out that Fisk has been planning this for over a year. He's the reason his family has gone bankrupt.
Can't pay for her cancer treatment because Fisk cut off the funding.
Yeah,
And, like,
and it's like, Fisk is like...
he has so much power.
He's got so much power. He does all this just to ruin Nadim's life.
He gets the... Well, no, he does it to help him get out.
Well, he does it to... Yeah,
for his own, it's for his own personal thing.
Yeah, he ruins...
Nadim just happened to be the guy.
Yeah. He ruins his life enough to where he needs it now.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, look, I can help you. You'll get money because I'll tell you all this stuff. I'll give away... I'll throw these people under the bus and you can catch these criminals.
Yeah.
And Nadim's like, all right, sure. And he's like, all you gotta do is keep Vanessa safe. That's the only condition, you know? That's it.
Yeah. Not knowing that Fisk has Nadim's boss in his pocket and fucking half the FBI and
so
everybody.
He gets out, you know, he's locked up in a penthouse, but
that he owns.
But Nadim doesn't know any of this.
Yeah.
And he goes through this just trying to...
He tries so hard to be a good guy, you know, and then it's heartbreaking to see him have to be the bad, or at least not be a bad guy, but be okay with the bad guys.
Yeah.
Like, he has to sit
and
there.
for a long time, he's just clueless. Like, he's not clueless, but he's trying to find the truth somewhere. And Foggy and Karen and Daredevil, they're all like, you're dumb. You're going after the wrong person. Yeah. Fisk has you, you dumbass. And he's like,
no.
They're lying. I mean, right? I mean, they're criminals. They're obviously doing something wrong.
Yeah. And you see when he's sitting there questioning it, like, right? Like, to his boss, like, right there. And she's like, uh-huh.
She's like, sure. Then he's like, but what if they're right? Like, I've got to find out the truth. And he tries so hard, and then once he finds out the truth and tells him, she's like, okay, shoots the other dude, and she goes, put down the gun, Nadim.
Yeah.
And then turns off the thing, and she goes, okay, well, you work for Fisk now.
Yeah.
He's like, at that point, I was like, oh, I just started laughing.
Fuck.
I was like, Fisk has everybody.
Yeah. And then the fact that he drives Bullseye to the church knowing he's going to fucking probably kill people, and he goes and he kills people.
Yeah.
And including the priest. And, man, you really feel for the guy. And then I thought it was great how they killed them off.
Yeah.
I thought it was great in that, like, it really gives you that emotional hit when you know, like, okay, Daredevil, he's not gonna die.
Yeah.
You know, but it's kind of like Hodor in Game of Thrones, right? Where he's like a side character, but
he's a character people like.
Yeah, he's really likable, and then you kill him, and it's like, oh man, that sucks.
And he makes that video, and at first you don't know what kind of video it is, because when you see him making it, he's like, look, you remember our anniversary or whatever, and they cut it off
immediately. As soon as he started doing it, I was like, he's gonna fucking die right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, he makes but you don't know that it's a fuck you Fisk video. Like,
it's a declaration.
Yeah, it's a declaration. I thought it was a death video to his wife.
Yeah, I thought it was like a goodbye video.
Yeah.
You know.
And then he goes outside and he's talking to Dex, and of course it's him that shows up to kill him.
Yeah.
And he's talking to him, and he pulls out the gun and gets shot and dies in the hole where his pool was supposed to be. Poor guy.
Never got to make that pool.
No.
But yeah, and then there's Daredevil and Fisk.
Yeah, and I don't know who's more important than who.
Yeah.
But Daredevil's Daredevil. It's his show.
Yeah, but they're equally as important. The season wouldn't have been nearly as good if Fisk wasn't Fisk, you know. So having those two together and just on the path. And I like the way that Fisk was in his head in the beginning, so they can still have interaction without them killing each other.
Physically being, you know, in the same room. Yeah. But so Daredevil has a mom. That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
But also, how stupid are you? He has supersonic hearing. He knew what food you got him from when you walked in, and you go upstairs to say, Daredevil's my son. And he's like,
really?
Yeah, and he like gets all like, what the hell? And I'm like, you know he can hear you, right? I mean, like, obviously she just wasn't thinking about it, but like, think about it, right? Your son can hear things blocks away. You're gonna go upstairs and confess something you don't want him to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you find out that his mom's a bad person and has been around him his whole life, but let him think that he doesn't have any parents or anybody who loves him.
Yeah. That's just another backstory. They go over 3 different backstories. Karen's backstory, his mom's, and Bullseye.
Yeah.
In full episodes that are good. Really fucking good episodes. But yeah, I mean...
Daredevil goes through his thing. He comes back to Matt Murdock and Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
He's both now.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you kind of know it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
But the ride is what's important, and the ride was fun.
Fisk isn't dead. Fisk broke Poindexter's back.
Yeah.
Slams him against the wall.
That final battle, he was beating the shit out of both Daredevil and fucking Bullseye.
Yeah.
He was whooping both of their asses. And then Vanessa would not leave.
No.
He's like, run, and she just...
No.
Run.
I'm not going to leave.
Run. And she's just, every time, she just sit there.
Yeah.
And then
she doesn't leave, and then he's like, okay, well, here's my jacket if you're not going to fucking leave. And then...
yeah, she still just stood there on the fucking stairs.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, fine, I give up.
Yeah.
Just like...
But they fight, he's like, I give up. Daredevil's like, I'm going to kill you. Just kidding. I'm not, and you're not going to tell anybody my secret, because then I'll send Vanessa to jail. And then he's like, fine, and he goes, but then Karen brings up a good point. She goes, and what if Vanessa gets hit by a bus tomorrow? And Daredevil goes, well, then we'll cross that bridge.
Those are our thoughts on Daredevil Season 3.
That's what it is.
Much longer than we thought it was.
Yeah.
Would have been. But, you know...
There's a lot to talk about, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, there's so much to say about it, and we didn't say
honestly,
everything. We could just talk about this indefinitely.
And
for
like
it apart
2
piece
hours,
by piece.
we could sit here and just...
But we'd rather talk about it with you guys, so maybe leave some comments, and, you know, tell us what you thought.
If you liked this season, didn't like it somehow, you know, let us know what you think.